Sixth grade Excel lesson 117, and let's see, what? I'm going to pull this down. Solving word problems involving the multiplication of fractions and mixed numbers. Here we go. There are 20 students in Dot's class. Of those students, 3/5 have brown hair. How many of the students have brown hair? 3/5 of 20. Of in multiplication usually means to multiply, right? 3/5 of 20. So what they did was they wrote 3/5 of 20 to find out what the answer to that is. You can cross-reduce the 5 and the 20, and they got 12 for an answer. 12 students have brown hair. Easy? Cruz built 2 boats. One is 1.5 feet long. The other is 3.5 times as long. How long is the second boat? There's a big hint there when they say 3.5 times. What if it was 3 times as long? You'd, of course, multiply it by 3. 3.5 doesn't make it any different. You're still going to multiply. So they take 3.5 and 1.5 and multiply these together. Don't forget, you cannot multiply mixed numbers. You have to change these into improper fractions. 3.5 becomes 7 halves because 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 over 2. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 3 halves. Look for a way to cross-reduce. 3 and 2, 7 and 2. Doesn't look like there's any way to cross-reduce. You get 21/4. 4 goes into 21 5 times. 5 remainder 1 because it's 20. And 5 and 1/4 is the final answer. 5 and 1/4 feet long. All right, let's do this next one together. A recipe for a cake requires 2 1/3 cups of flour. 2 cakes would need what? So what am I going to do with this 2 1/3 if I'm going to do 2 cakes? Multiply by 2. Good. Now there is a shortcut that's a little bit easier on this one, but we're going to use the multiplication just so we can learn how to do the multiplication, okay? So 2 1/3 times 2. What am I going to rewrite 2 1/3 as?
7 over 3.
Good. And 2 becomes?
2 over 1.
Good. And can I reduce at all before I multiply?
Yes.
No. Okay, so what is it?
14 over 3.
14 over 3. How many times does 3 go into 14?
2 or 4.
4. The remainder?
2/3.
2/3. 4 and 2/3 cups, right? Always use the label that's given to you in the problem. Don't write more flour, because what is 4 and 2/3 more flour? Who knows? Okay. Of course, the easier way to do that one is if you're doing 2 recipes that both require 2 1/3. That's really ugly. We can just add 2 1/3 together and 2 1/3 and get 4 2/3. Much simpler than this way, but we need to know how to do the multiplication because it's not always going to be as easy as that. Eva has a, go ahead, pause the video, do this one right here, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Eva has a board that is 2.5 feet long. Her sister has one 2.5 times that size. How long is her sister's board? So I'm going to be doing what kind of a problem? Multiplication, good. 2 1/2 times 2 1/2. Now both of these fractions are obviously going to come out the same. What are these?
That is 5 over 2 and 5 over 2.
Can I reduce these?
Yeah.
2 and 5? 2 and 5? No, no way to reduce them. When I multiply, what do I get?
10 over
25 over 4.
Or 20 over
25 over 4. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, 4 goes into 25. 6 times, remainder? 1 what? 4. 6 and 1/4 what?
time. Feet.
Feet. All right. And pause the video, do these 2, and then turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, what am I going to do on this one here?
You're gonna
3 times that, right? Times 3. 1.5 becomes?
3 over
2
2.
times
3 over 1.
3 over 1, which is equal to, can I reduce first? No, not really. Okay, 3 times 3 is?
9.
2 times 1?
2.
2 goes into 9.
4.
Remainder? 4.5 cats? What is it? Pounds. Right after the thing right there. Okay. Ryan built a model airplane that is 2 1/4 yards long. The real airplane is 5 times that. How long is a real airplane? What's my problem? 2 1/4 times 5. What does this become?
9 over 4.
Good. Times 5 over 1.
equals.
Reduce.
I don't know. I don't know how to cross reduce.
Can I divide 9 and 1 by the same number? No. Can I divide 4 and 5 by the same number?
No.
No. Besides 1. It's not going to do me any good, right? 9 times 5?
45.
4 times 1?
4.
How many times does 4 go into 45?
11 times.
11 times. Remainder?
1.
11 and 1/4 what? Yards. All right, we got one more to go, I believe. Go ahead and pause the video, try this one, and then turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. 3.5 feet tall, his brother is twice that. You probably can do that one in your head. You can double 3.5 in your head, right? Let's go ahead and show the work on that, though. 3.5 times 2. 3.5 becomes?
7 over 2.
7 over 2 times
2 over 1.
2 over 1. Oh, can I cross reduce that?
Yes. Finally.
2 and 2 can be divided by 2, right? Okay, so 7 times 1 over 1 times 1. What's the answer?
7 over 1.
7 over 1. 7. 7
Feet.
feet. Alrighty. Glad you came. Hope you are too.
A square nose.
Sleeping man. Uh-oh. It's getting out of control.